You are listening and watching to a very special podcast. We're going to continue where we left off in Maggie Wolfe's point of view. Enjoy. She managed to get behind the table of the bar and peeked out. She looked around at the empty place. Nice. Good thing I brought non-alcoholic beverages in here. Here we are. Behold. Wondrous of the world, different drinks, and that does not contain alcohol, so don't get your hopes up. So, hush, okay? The whole drugs thing has went way too far. Now, so, we're gonna start things off clean. And I'm not trying to baby you kids. But, no. If you drink with those drugs, I'll kill you. Because I'm not having any of you doping on my account. Forget it. Brewer had to laugh. You know, coming from the girl who takes a bit of a carnal thrill out of hurting people, you sure have your limits. I have standards. I am not going to get high on something. Besides, I already dealt with a history of drugs before. And I never took any, but I know my whole way around it. So, no, forget it. After she managed to get the drinks out, which includes sodas, but once she reached Kimizuki, she said, "How about you, Four Eyes? Come on, troublemaker. What are you having? What's your poison?" No, I'm just kidding. Not poison. But no, seriously, what are you having? Kimizuki looked over at you for a moment, and then he said, "I'll have what he's having." Maggie was impressed. She nodded, pointing a finger that waved a bit, saying, "That's a good idea, honey." Then she poured the rest of the soda can in and handed it to him. There you go. Cute, isn't it? Once everyone was conversing with one another, Yoichi had to ask Maggie, "So Maggie, how do you know about these, about what you said before about the drugs?" Maggie all of a sudden got quiet. Oh, curiosity is going to kill the cat. But I can't really kill the cat. Not you. Okay. Well, it's kind of a bit of a story of a stretch. I know I shouldn't really show off much skin, but have I ever told you people that I used to be an exotic dancer? Yoichi nearly choked on his drink. Well, at least you have a bit of a sexy side. Excuse me. I was desperate for money, so hush. So, yeah. But one night I was walking home and I was still wearing that stupid dress. I forgot my clothes back at home. And then I was robbed and attacked and so much pain in my body. I was left with bruises. Wasn't too pretty, and then all of a sudden, voila! That's how I got these powers. Because I woke up one day, and voila, that's how it happened. Maggie said, "Wow, you mean you were attacked? I didn't know." "Oh, don't worry," Maggie said. "It's nothing too big, but whatever." Brewer knew she left out the part about how those guys had take turns, but she knew Maggie did not want to tell anyone about that. These kids may have been 16 and very experienced in war, but nobody should hear the terrors of a girl being violated by multiple guys, like some sort of banging the girl roughly without her permission. It was really terrible. Maggie then suddenly sighed. Alright, what are we doing around here for? We're gonna let the sparks fly, aren't we? So the others manage to leave and get back to their next destination. Yoichi stuck to Maggie's side as he said to her, "Hey, if anyone tries to hurt you, I'll protect you." Oh, you're so sweet. No, I mean it. I know. But I'm just trying to be what you called self-sufficient. Every girl has to be. It's part of this life, Maggie said. Then she looked down at herself. Oh, God, it must look like a mess. Huh. You know, this is so boring. I want to look for something more tasty. If you know what I mean, Maggie said, raising her eyebrows up. Barrera rolled her eyes. Oh, jeez. However, you whispered to Barrera, saying, "I think she's really getting on my nerves for saying all that." I'm sorry. I'll bet she'll calm down, but she's had a bit of a rough life. What, of being robbed? Yeah, robbed of innocence. She never told us that. What do you even mean by innocence? Just drop it, okay? Barrera said. I hope you guys aren't talking about me. I'm right here, you know, Maggie said. No, we're not. Come on. Gotta keep a move on. However, Barrera stopped in her tracks. Maggie noticed. She sniffed the air. And then she smiled. Ah, yes. Tasty. My wish has been granted. It's as if the heavens could hear me. She outstretched her arms and said, "Yes! Sanctuary! Glory, glory, hallelujah!" Or better yet, gory, gory, hallelujah. Oh yeah, baby, bring me the horizon. Bring me the horizon. Salvation, Maggie said. Salvation? What do you... Oh no, Yoichi said. Shinoa looked up. Uh-oh. Barrera exclaimed, "Not good. Not good." It's him. There was a vampire noble, but this guy was different. He had a bit of red in front of his face that was parted, that resembled bangs. He had long hair tied in a braid, and he wore brown gloves. He did look like a noble vampire, and then his weapon was a first-class sword weapon he had. He smiled down and he said, "Well, it looks like you have friends," he said. Barrera panicked. Shit. The guy leaped down and leaned in close at Barrera. Barrera just was taken aback. Then Crowley spoke and said, "Hello there, Barrera Devlin." Maggie gasped. Holy shit. He knows her name? The others were frozen with terror, but Barrera was freaking out on the inside, but on the outside she just looked bewildered at him. All of a sudden, Maggie looked at him up and down. Yahtzee, Maggie whispered to herself, licking her lips. So, you're the infamous Sleeping Beauty, as they called you? Sleeping Beauty, where did you think I get that title from, huh? Barrera said. Crowley was trying to converse more with Barrera. However, he had to lean in and took a sniff. You smell good, he said. But also I'm smelling something more spicy, he said. That would be me, Maggie said. And I like you, vampire, Maggie said. Barrera dreaded this. Here goes her carnal instincts. Just great. It seems as if intimacy and violence are really mixed up in all of this. Maggie couldn't help herself. She went behind Crowley and said, I like you. And by like you, I mean I like your passion, your attitude, your bit of power and blood. You smell really good. And me like loco. And also me like your locomotion now, don't I?